At different ages, children, adolescents, and adults exhibit different levels of cognitive control, or the ability to form mental plans which guide behavior. Of these three groups, adolescents are particularly marked by peaks in sensation and reward-seeking behaviors and are more prone to engage in risky behavior. One way of explaining this phenomenon is through the dual process model. This model says there's a mismatch between 1. Heightened activity in reward systems, and 2. Immature cognitive control systems. This means that rewards are overvalued and the brain's cognitive control is reduced and cannot regulate the reward. For instance, when an adolescent is offered a drug, he considers first, rewards including pleasurable feelings weighed against second, costs like losing control of his actions. Structurally, young adults have increased dopamine activity. Dopamine is a neurochemical transmitter that makes teenagers more sensitive and biased towards rewards. Transmitters are chemicals that lie in between neurons to help them communicate. Teenagers also have not fully developed their prefrontal cortex, which serves to integrate multiple sources of information, like thinking about reward and cost. This reduction in their cognitive control system makes them vulnerable to reward-based decisions. One reason why the brain may be structured this way during adolescence can be explained by natural selection. It's adaptive for young people to explore new environments and experiences in order to gain knowledge for adulthood. This phenomenon in emotional behavior is observed consistently in all societies and even species. So how does risk-taking behaviors change over a person's lifetime? Well, a study by Rawlinson et al. Showed that risk-taking can be measured by 5 domains that change across an adult life. This study made a huge dent in research because most risk behavior studies, like the ones we discussed in the gender section, measure risk by one-dimensional financial domains. Rawlinson found that a person's risk-taking behavior can vary depending on the domain. Put it another way, a smoker is more likely to take health risks than non-smokers, but that does not mean that they are more likely to take on financial risk. In their study, subjects were questioned on 5 domains, including financial, such as investing in risky assets or gambling, health, such as engaging in unprotected sex and safety, recreational, like skydiving, social, like admitting your tastes are different from a friend's, and ethical, such as taking questionable deductions from income tax returns. The study found that, firstly, models for risk in a single domain do not give an accurate picture of risk-taking in other domains, and secondly, risk tendencies are not linear in all domains. Risk-taking in ethical and health domains reduce relatively smoothly with age. In the financial domain, risk-taking reduces steeply in the older age. In the recreational domain, it reduces more steeply from young to middle age than in later life. While in the social domain, it increased slightly from young to middle age before reducing sharply in later life. Also, in the 3 domains, ethical, financial, and health, gender had a huge impact on risk-taking in addition to age, which supports our earlier studies of gender. For instance, financial risk-taking reduced steeper in life for men but not for women, and risk-taking in the social domain reduced more sharply for women than for men.